You know what I'm talking about? I know got the shirt.
Yeah, that's it.
What's that?
That's that one. I told you that shit slam, boy.
What song is
I
that?
never seen it. Selena Jones.
Selena.
He was fucking it up. That motherfucker.
Selena Jones?
No, Johnson. What you know what I'm talking about.
Don't be poisonous.
Nah, I couldn't. That's what I'm like.
I almost say what to do.
Oh, the Messiah, that was what that was his brother. Selena with a
That
wife.
was
Selena
your
with a wife.
Top Money.
No, I'm saying, I'm saying, you said the Messiah, that was your voice before that.
And my boy Green Bass.
Hey, y'all in the clubhouse?
I just got listening. You should have started it.
Guess what? I'm talking.
Yeah,
I don't know how it's working. Hopefully everybody can hear us on now.
hey, this man.
Welcome to Class A Dickheads. We got 5 viewers on here. We definitely on CPT.
Man, listen. Y'all need to holler at Mark, man. Tell him to get it right.
How the volume is? Everybody, can y'all hear us? Can y'all hear us? I'm assuming they can hear us. Take it, put the mic in. Damn, you missed the whole table.
My phone really slipped out my hand.
We're going to kick it off with a question that I got asked. They want to know.
You better get on the phone.
Huh?
Actually, can I hear now? Yo,
mic check. I'm assuming they can hear us.
That's a Chromebook with built-in virus protection.
He said play it, bro.
No,
we live. Daddy though, bro.
You like that shit?
I ain't like that shit, bro.
I ain't do that.
Hey, motherfucker.
Yo.
Before we left the car.
Did I
I tell you.
Welcome to Class A Dickheads. We got another episode. God damn, my brace just stabbed the fuck out of me.
Damn.
Hey, shut up. Because I can't shit.
Trey, do the intro, cause that shit, my brace just stabbed me, and that shit hurt.
Now we need one of those things, and then I can come in and be like, yeah. They say Class A Dickheads.
Oh, the movie
I
joint?
bet, yeah.
Hold on.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Welcome to another episode of Class A Dickheads. We apologize for being late. So, you feel me? A little quick little introduction. Tay, I'm just Tay. We'll pass it off to my right. You say love. Chris. Hey, whoever is in here, can y'all please let us know? Oh, never mind, they can't. I apologize. Come back to it's not hurt like we can't.
That shit caught my whole jaw. How's Disco? We're gonna kick it off with a question, but we got Two Cup Coop over there. He always here with us, kicking and having a good time, good conversation. And today we got Money Mon in the background. I don't know if he's gonna be talking or not, but well, you know, Money Mon, J Man. What? Come on, what are his nicknames?
Money Mon, J Man, J Styles,
J Man,
Joseph, J Man, Jamon Wan,
Joanna Mon.
We got a whole list of names, man.
Everybody got multiple nicknames.
Y'all nigga liven up, nigga. What's the word? What's up?
Man, hey, can y'all shut this? We get some more.
We have fun.
We get some more views. shit is please.
God damn it, it's that. We just had like
CPT is really a thing, huh?
We're gonna go ahead and kick it off, man. We're gonna kick it off y'all way.
We got 6 viewers. Come on,
We're gonna go ahead and kick it off, guys. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me it's a little long episode.
That's the question.
That's the question. But it's a story to it, then it's a question too. So you can add the question once I'm done reading.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Alright, so this is the scenario. What you gonna say, Dre?
They ain't got no thumbs down on Facebook.
No, you don't. They need one though. So this is the question right here. It say, so you meet a woman and she tell you while y'all are dating that her ex-husband passed away and some of his sperm was still saved, going to be used. It was.
I'm sorry.
Always too much.
What the?
Oh yeah, we're gonna kick it off with some. We're gonna kick it off with some bullshit. And ladies, if y'all in us, go ahead and tell us how y'all feel about the situation. God damn. That nigga dropped the brick. So it say, yeah. So you meet a woman and she tell you while y'all are dating that her ex-husband passed away and some of his sperm was saved and going to be used later. What it say? You were okay with it at first before y'all got married and everything. You ended up basically marrying her. You basically married her. Y'all had kids, and after the kids, you decided that you're not okay with her keeping a sperm to still have the ex-husband's baby.
First of all, that's insane.
That's
You're goofy for
being okay with it.
He said his mouth full.
Hey man, mine ain't gonna be talking, bro. Let's switch, bro. Let's go ahead and switch, bro. He ain't finna be saying nothing anyway. Hey, nah, look. Hey, but who would? Oh, so we either get bro. Say why you keep, bro? Leave me alone, bro. Shay said so we either get Chris or Andre or Chris.
Homicide won here last week. And Dre decided he wanted to be on camera all of a sudden.
She said we don't get both at the same time. I mean you can, but you know I got a girlfriend though, Shay. I can't be.
Wow. Wow.
You beautiful though. You beautiful. Real talk. Alright, but if you do get Chris and me, which one y'all don't want to see between Tay and Dion? Poll. Let's just drop it in the comments. Who y'all don't want to see? Tay and Dion. Tay and Dion. Who y'all don't want to see?
That's the problem is the black man.
Bro,
we're always trying to split each other up.
Tay or Dion.
This motherfucker never wants to be on camera.
Right.
Anyway,
last week he didn't even want to be on camera.
Anyway, so for the new viewers in, the question that I had got asked, and we're gonna ask it on the podcast, and it's all males in the room right now. So that's what I'm gonna lead with. And I see that it's a few women that's up in the comments and watching. So basically, the situation is you meet her as a man. You meet your wife. Well, she's not your wife, then. You meet a woman. And she let you know before y'all get serious that she has sperm from her ex-husband who passed away, and she wanted to eventually use that sperm to basically have his child. So with that being said, y'all go home. Straight for the irritated. So y'all go home and as y'all
Take like that kid in this classroom.
No, it's really you.
What I do?
You left the angry emotion. It's really you.
As y'all go on with y'all relationship, now you was okay with it when she told you that off rip. Y'all go on with y'all relationship, y'all get married, y'all have a child. After your child, you decide that you changed your mind, and you're not okay with it. She tell you it is what it is, she's still gonna do it. What do y'all do in that situation?
Alright, first of all, I'm gonna try to entertain that for real, because that's crazy as hell.
That's a wild.
Because in the beginning, but we have to be. This is hypothetical. You're hypothetical, right? So, I mean, so I married this woman who wants to inject herself with a dead man's sperm. Okay.
He held a 5 day, bro. He's held.
I'm getting a divorce.
Damn, off rip.
Off rip. That's
off rip. Like, what other option do you have?
She tells you she's still gonna do it after you told her you changed her mind.
Nah. I'll be like, alright, bet. Let the best man win.
He won. He's dead. He's
Nah, he
dead.
didn't win.
Shit.
Let my sperm fight his sperm. Whoever.
What? Dre, what the fuck?
What? Dre, hey, don't ever say that shit again out your motherfucking mouth.
Oh.
Don't you ever say that shit.
Inject her with both tubes.
What the fuck?
You feel me? Let them motherfuckers fight.
Dre, what?
If them motherfuckers win, then we get a divorce. But if I win, we live happily ever after.
No, hell no. You not finna inject yourself with shit. I changed my mind.
What
I'm
I mean?
do it.
Bro, nah, to be honest with you, that's crazy as hell. Like, who even put that on? What was this from?
It's from some TV show.
That's pretty funny though. That's pretty funny though. What would you do? What would you do?
I'm not doing it. I'm getting a divorce. After she say, it is what it is, and she's still gonna do it anyway, it's over with. I'm changing. Did you pose the question, sir? I thought that you
The answer.
Shit.
My answer. Oh, come back to me.
Go ahead.
That's
Nah,
right.
you-
come back to me because then I'm finna type question.
Chris.
Fuck stupid.
Now you agreed
That nigga
with it
says-
at first, but you changed your mind.
No, I didn't.
No,
You
that's
agreed?
That's the
You would do
situation.
it?
You agreed first, but you changed your mind after you had your kid.
So next year, just put.
Say that I'm trying to put a question.
Yeah, right. Cause I'm.
I'll explain it again.
So would you?
You meet this girl. You gonna take what I'm saying and make it a question. You meet this girl. Once you meet her, she let you know off rip that her husband passed away, but she was able to save some of his semen. So she saved this semen, and she also tells you that she's gonna eventually. It's not gonna be in the moment, but eventually she's gonna put that semen in her to still have his child. You go and you're okay with it.
No.
But listen, hold on. You're okay with it in the moment, and then you leave. You go move on. Y'all keep going. You end up marrying her. Y'all have y'all child. After your child, she says that she's ready to have his child, and you say no. You changed your mind. She say it is what it is. She gonna do it anyway. What do you do in that situation?
Hypothetically, it wouldn't have went that far. I'm saying, what? Off rip, that conversation is fucking crazy.
Off rip, I'm gone.
I understand hypothetically what it is. I can't get past it. Hypothetically, for none of that shit. What? Oh, by the way, my husband passed, and I'm going to artificially inseminate my woman. How you doing? What's your favorite color?
No, like, God damn, Chris.
No, I'm not doing that to you, Chris.
No. I ain't tripping you. I understand what you're saying. I know that Dion is upset.
Something said.
I cannot
Bro,
get past the initial conversation. Dion, there's no way for me. I don't give. I'm not gonna entertain it at all. There's
okay,
no
but you
time.
did. So get now you're going down the line. What would you do?
Conversation's done. That first what?
No,
Be
you
hypothetical,
made it
bro.
past that.
I made a decision even though it was
And the moment you was okay with it, you
absurd.
changed your mind.
No twice.
no
No
time.
So after your child, you just gonna take your child to leave? You gonna divorce him?
Wait, we had a
You don't
child.
force me to answer.
Yeah.
We never had a child.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I see. That's what we lost.
Did you hear me say that?
Even if we did have a child, I'm gonna sit my child down. I'm like, listen,
Your mother's
your
fucking
mom
insane.
basically,
And I'm slow too.
basically, I'm slow.
Cause I.
Nah, you know
for
what?
that bullshit.
I only
It's
said
something
yeah because
shit.
I knew I was gonna have you, but now I gotta go.
I blew my eye. Your mother's fucking insane.
But you know what? Look,
And I'm a dumb.
Tay, I'm gonna let you get in the comments. Oh no, you didn't answer yet.
I
What
ain't
you
even
doing,
answer.
Tay?
I don't, bro. That's a lot to digest. Like,
Hey, that might have happened before.
hypothetically.
This might have happened before.
This is on a TV show. So
because so like, are you
That's
trying?
TV though, bro.
I-
But like,
we would sit down and really have a legit conversation because I would really be like mind fucked. Like,
What the conversation is?
I would act like, what's the purpose of you wanting to have this child?
nah, that's. But look, this is what blowing me. I'm sorry, cause I got. Huh?
because she wanted to eventually have his
You
kid.
know, so like, is she trying to continue his legacy? Like, what's she getting out of it? That would be my question.
She didn't have a child. She didn't have his child before he passed away. So she was able to save some semen, and she eventually wanted to inject it into her.
Oh my God.
I'm just simple time. It ain't happening. That's
It's a no for me, dog.
that shit ain't happening.
But look though, but the
then-
girls in the comments, I ain't gonna name no names.
Drop the name.
Name them.
Nah, I don't
They
name
right
drop.
there.
The comments,
See, y'all see. Yeah, see, y'all gotta proactively do that then.
So,
But they don't think the woman wrong.
bullet head
The
ass.
woman
you
is wrong.
like a motherfucker.
From the jump, bro.
That's your bullet head ass.
From
You
the
don't think
time
she wrong.
they put that dude sit in the freezer or whatever the fuck you got
Freeze, yeah, they had to freeze it.
No. Stuff like that does go on.
Yeah, but
that's
what?
before me.
Yes.
So did he have? So he had cancer. All right,
You know what I'm saying? That's different.
Let's
You feel
fix
me?
the story,
You feel me?
okay?
That's understood. Like we didn't get the chance to come.
No, fuck that.
Now you gotta fix the
nigga-
story. That story ain't.
Bro,
Hold on,
the nigga passed away. That's all that matters. He
but-
passed away before you met her.
That's why I said no twice.
He passed away, but she still let you know that she still wanted to go through that process. After y'all had y'all child and y'all was married, she ended up saying,
Listen, she gonna say if we had the opportunity to keep a piece of our deceased wife, will we? What
It's
the
the
fuck we gonna
hormones.
keep?
What piece?
What we gonna keep?
It's the hormones, yeah. I get it.
So basically, if we could put y'all coochie on layaway, would we?
I don't think I
I don't
would.
think that's what
I don't
you
think,
said.
but I don't think I would though. I don't think I would.
Close enough.
I don't. That's
Close enough.
That's not at all what she was saying. It's nobody tell
that's
you
not
nothing.
it.
I mean, because I would feel like this is the issue for me. Because if she doing that, I would feel like she hasn't moved on. You know
That's
what
how I
I'm saying?
feel.
It's an attachment to certain things.
I mean,
right?
but
And
You
it's
attached
that's
to
it's a
understood because
difference
they
too
wasn't
after-
on the verge. They weren't on the verge of divorce. They were actually together. He passed, so that's different.
I
I get it, but
That's cool.
now you meet somebody, so every time you meet a dude, oh hey, before I forget, my kids on the plan, I'm gonna go to the sperm bank, church that passed. I got what?
And this is after y'all had a child. You was cool with it before, but this is after y'all had a child. Now you like, I don't really agree.
I mean, but you ain't got nothing to do with divorce. Let's make it a little bit more
I'm
simple.
divorced. I'm leaving.
Let's make it a little bit more simple.
I'm leaving.
Let's say
Yes,
it ain't the.
I'm reading. You got something to say?
Go ahead, bro, because he biting his nails. Shit ain't even got no nails.
Hey, low-key,
Go
he
ahead,
been off this
bro.
question.
They gonna read
They
this.
was be talking crazy in the
I'm
comments.
I hear what Deja saying. Deja like kind of playing the fence.
Yep.
Deja playing the fence because she's saying she understands both sides. Deani said y'all not thinking about the kids y'all made in the situation because in the actual
fucking kids.
the love y'all supposedly had because of the dead man's sperm. Fuck that man. May he rest in peace.
Oh, damn.
Damn, church.
I'm not
He
trying
ain't
to
do nothing disrespectful, so I ain't gonna say fuck that man, but you're not gonna bring
He
this
fucking
kid.
up my house. What you mean?
Hold on, they was scared. Like this really happened.
Tay Shiesty.
This is hypothetical.
Hey, nah, man, I ain't doing it because I started my family with you now. I don't want to get this kid involved. I might have some type of. We just went through 9 months with my child, and I see how you act during pregnancy and everything. And now you finna go another 9 months. I got to deal with this, and you have somebody else's child. I might have some type of resentment.
This ain't my kid.
Deani, what was it? I don't get it. What are you saying? What are you, come on.
Hey,
How can she move on from a husband that was
Robbed from her.
So why are you dating another man if you ain't moved
You ain't
on?
moved on.
You have to move on.
That's
You
a
have
fact.
to move on.
Hire your
Bro,
get that sperm
go
and hire your
heal.
kids. Hey,
Go heal. You
got
don't go
to-
hate nobody else, and you
Exactly.
still
The
got feelings
world
for
don't
them.
work like
You can't
that.
do that.
Everybody ain't got time for that.
You have to heal from that situation. You
robbed
have to
is a
heal.
strong word. Talk about that nigga was robbed.
You have to heal from that
I mean,
situation before you get.
She got a point.
Married
Because
to
if he
somebody
had
else.
not passed, so to your point, Dre, it might have been a terminal illness. So he was taken prematurely. So that does make sense in that case. But to their point, if that's the case, you do all
Don't
this
marry
shit.
me.
By
You know what I'm
yourself.
saying? You had a
Yes.
shorty first.
Yes,
You'd be like,
that's what I'm saying. Now I can accept the
That
child
makes
as a
sense.
stepchild.
So she is wrong.
Yeah, she's wrong.
Yeah.
Because they say she ain't wrong. So
She should have had the child
I ain't think of that.
before. She should have had the child before the marriage,
Exactly.
before she met him. Because
Exactly.
then I can accept it as a stepchild.
That make more sense.
But I'm not accepting it as a
Because
now,
stepchild
I
after
would-
her marriage.
No, but before I would accept that.
Yeah, as a stepchild.
Now
I
if she
can
would have
accept
told
It
she
makes
could
sense.
she could keep the story to herself.
No, tell me, it's cool.
Nah,
But see,
nah.
that's cool though. But see,
You did what?
no, hold on.
Exactly.
Hold on, because
You did
hold on,
what?
Fuck
because
that.
whether or not they steal somebody's child, whether he fucked those artificial insemination. So you know she got dick from somewhere else, so that's not a problem. But that story and no child is present. Oh, I've been thinking about church. You should have thought about that when we got together.
How that sound?
If
You
I'd
get your
known that, now, we wouldn't have been together. That conversation alone.
Nah, yeah, she should have did it
She should
before.
have did it before. That's how that sound anyway. You get a new husband, you be like, oh, my ex-husband died in 1999, but my child was born by him in 2006.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's pretty great.
As long as it's before me, I give a
Yeah, before me, I'm cool with anything before me. But I can't accept it after my child.
So let's swap out the sperm, right? Now listen, let's change it to
You
this.
said let's swap out what?
The sperm. The
I don't
sperm
know
scenario.
we swapping it with.
The
bro.
sperm
that's-
scenario. Can y'all give me a chance?
I got you.
Can y'all be adults?
I got you.
Barely.
Let's say you messing with a woman, right? It ain't, you know, the sperm or whatever, but she got a big ass portrait tattooed of her deceased husband. Would you date her?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You a
Portrait
date
is
her?
fine.
I say yeah. I mean,
But it's just got niggas.
I can date her.
That's a name. I said a
of course. I mean, that's art, bro.
I could date
That's
her.
art. And then if it's a big, if it's
So you
a
can
big
marry it?
portrait-
That's what we was talking about. We was talking about marriage. We talking about dating.
I mean,
We about marriage.
I went off what
Right,
you
so
said.
Dating is easy.
Right, I was thinking.
I mean, that's something that's gonna be talked about up front though. Like
Yeah.
the gate. I'm not waiting until you get married to have that discussion.
So would you marry her?
No, but so what's the conversation?
What'd you just
It's
do?
a big ass portrait on her whole side.
See what I mean?
Come back like, I don't know. I have to tell
Ladies
her,
too.
like,
Would you marry a man who got a big portrait of his deceased wife?
Well, she not dead. Didn't Nick Cannon have around on his back?
He got it covered up.
No, but he had it though.
He did. He got it covered up.
You got to cover it up. What if,
She have a-
all right, so bet. What if
She
you
have
say, if she was like, I ain't covering this shit up, would you be able to marry that? You marry her? I said that.
Marriage.
Would you be able to marry? Come on, Chris, stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Would you be able to marry something? David said no.
That's
Also, it's just flat out no fingertip head motherfucker, but she was down. She was G for the bullshit. She was G for the don't breathe shit. That was cool. She was G for the bullshit. That one head motherfucker. I don't want your ass too. She talking about wanting fuck that.
That's what you on that?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, you
Yeah, nah,
I said it. Oh,
Hey,
No,
wait.
no. She
Nah,
No, that shit
I
pops
mean,
up
nah.
on
I feel like I wouldn't.
That's her grandma. That's her grandma for real?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Which one?
Hey, she got a pocket. She sent the picture of her grandma.
Why'd she do that?
Said it like Chris.
But look,
Damn.
don't look.
He looked right at me.
What? No, what was I supposed to look at? It was a
Right,
headshot. Why you do that?
Right,
bro?
he
did, yeah.
What you say? 25. What you say about the gas tank? Shit's for 25 on 10.
That was him.
20 on 10.
But he thirsty. He trying to, and that's why he
trying to give you credit for my shit.
Yeah, I said 25. Oh shit.
Alright, yeah, I think
That shit's crazy.
that's pretty cool though. I like that. We should begin every time with some stupid shit like that.
With some stupid
shit
Hey,
like
that's
that.
dumb as hell.
That'd
bro.
be cool though, yeah.
To even put it in the
Let's
show.
just start off with that.
To
Safe
Yeah.
to say, we all disagree. We all gonna get a divorce. Fuck that.
Right.
Fuck that child.
Y'all disagree with me.
Dang, her and the
Nah,
child.
I'm just playing. Not the child. The child ain't got nothing.
You ain't
Well, fuck her.
He
I'm-
did too.
Once I tell her I don't want it, and she be like, "It is what it is,"
Then
alright,
it's-
I'm gone. I'm not gonna hold my child that we have already together. I'm
That's
gonna
not
hold
even
her
a that's not even a difficult decision.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a no-brainer. You feel me?
Yeah, right, 'cause like you say, not or like they say, bro. That's a whole lot to unpack. But hold on, how long you been thinking about this?
Alright,
Why are you waiting to write down?
It ain't been thinking about it. She already made a decision. She already had a plan.
I mean, but it's only a thought until it happens. That shit is crazy.
I forgot what I was
Yeah,
gonna
what
say.
fucking bullshit show?
But not only that, but imagine,
That's
like
bullshit.
we know our families. I don't really know your family, Chris, but I would love to meet them. But the family with the families we do know, imagine explaining that to your family, bro. Imagine explaining that to T and Gene, bro.
So it's more so
Hey.
embarrassment on your end.
Huh?
So it's, I mean, not embarrassment, but being.
It ain't no embarrassment. They ain't gonna humiliate
No,
you,
I'm saying,
but they gonna-
I'm saying your feelings though towards that, like bringing it to your people. Now, knowing they be like, I can't believe this motherfucker.
It ain't even about them. I ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about them, but I know they gonna talk about mine. You know, it's gonna be all love
Up front.
They gonna talk about
and then motherfucker leave, goddamn Dre. Whole name.
What is he thinking? My grandma, I already know my grandma.
Cutting up. Look you right in your face. You
I
done
can't
dead.
even imagine going to the crib and telling some shit.
Boy, you.
Go home, yeah, well,
Boy.
she said she wanted, semen from, her husband who passed away. What?
And the motherfucker laugh and be like, boy, hey, boy, your
But Deanna, you not a guy. You not a guy.
What she say?
You're a woman.
What she say?
You're not a guy.
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't be able to do that shit. Everybody
She
thinks
said, if I was a guy, I'd stick
I
around.
stick around. You a woman, though.
And Deanna said she gonna stick around because of the child. She don't want to leave a second child.
I would only stick around if she would have already had the kid.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
the only way I would stick around.
Definitely after my child. Fuck that.
Hey, but you gotta realize how twisted you is that after that conversation, you
Lower your
you break it.
motherfucking tone. I'm sorry.
That shit is great.
God damn, that damn wire done caught my fucking jaw. Tell my shit. Oh, go ahead, let's go ahead and get into the next topic. Cause we pretty much came to a conclusion with that. All the guys agree on the same thing.
I was just gonna say that's the perfect conversation to kick off right into the next topic, which is what is a healthy compromise?
That damn thing.
Me and Chris was talking about it the other day because of the situation we both got light of, and it's just something about like somebody dating and they like to simplify things. If somebody a girl dating and her partner had different religious beliefs,
No, she believed he didn't at all.
different religious beliefs.
No,
Well,
That's bad.
no, I mean, go ahead, because you had the conversation. I did.
I mean, yeah, but you spot on. So she was trying to be a devout Christian, living a secular life all over her words, and she felt as if her guy wasn't giving enough or compromising enough as far as actually believing in anything. Even when he made an attempt to pray with her, she made it about, well, who are you praying to exactly? So the conversation was, well, it seemed as if he's compromising, even though he don't believe. And where's your compromise in the whole thing? Because even though he told you, you knew this already going into it, that ain't something I fuck with. When he found out that, when he found out that that's really what you was on, he put whatever he felt about it to the side and still got on bended knee with you and be like, all right, okay, well, let's bring this out. Then after everything was said and done, well, who you praying to exactly? You can't, now you're looking for a problem. There's some sort of compromise, but it seems as if you're not willing to meet him halfway. So that conversation turned into what is a healthy compromise, and not even in just that situation. In any, that's the basis of the story. But any situation.
I feel like I've actually been on both sides of me being in the church and being with a girl who wasn't. I couldn't do it because I was brainwashed on motherfuckers need to be equally yoked and da da da. You know what I'm saying? So I cut that off, But then later on, I got out the church. Then I met a girl who was in the church. And then it ended that way, you know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like when you talk about like as far as a religion or a spirituality, it's important that motherfuckers be on the same page. And it's hard to compromise. Yeah, even with being open-minded, you still gonna have a woman or the man gonna want you to participate in whatever they got going on. What if you ain't comfortable with that? You know what I'm saying? But now she say or he say, it's cool. I just go by myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sorry. But like so. Your partner is gonna want you to participate in what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? So, if I date a woman and she a Christian, she gonna want me to go to church with her. I don't have a problem with church. I'll go to church. I'll go to church. It's just that I'm not gonna be as invested as your expectations may be. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be expectations. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, why do you need me to go with you?
Anyway, right.
Anyway, you know. So I feel like with that, that's a no-go with compromise. I don't think. I don't know any couple. I don't even know.
What is it? I mean, not even just that scenario.
First, they asking for examples when they saying that they lost.
The funny thing, Dre just gave a perfect example. Dre, what was you, other than that scenario, what's healthy compromise?
With the religion?
Just
Other
anything,
than anything.
just anything dealing with relationship. That's what started the conversation, but just compromise, period. Because further into the conversation, she felt as if she was losing herself and bowing to what his program was. And his whole thing was there's no ulterior motive. We just doing what we doing. This ain't attached to no God.
I actually feel like, okay, so what would be a healthy compromise in that situation? I mean, as far it would have to be, listen, you practice what you practice, and I do what I do, and you just gonna have to be okay with that. But it don't work. It's not gonna work.
I mean, but it was working for what it was worth at that time.
It depends on who got the higher expectations of each other with what they got going on, and she did. But in the beginning, I did with a girl. You know what I'm saying? When I was, you know what I'm saying? So I had expectations that she didn't meet, and then flip around, karma came and got me back for that. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you can compromise to be like, hey, listen, this is what I practice. You know, you don't have to be a part of it, but this is what I do, and then the other person. Yeah, but I feel like that is hard though, because I really do feel like a man should be able to lead his family in any type of religion or whatever religion you in or whatever spirituality you got. You got to be the leader.
Now, that's a different thing because there was no belief at all on his part. He's like, man,
yeah. So what is he leading his family with? But that's what I'm saying.
I feel you, but you got to understand that you.
What you say?
But you got to understand that we older than she is. This is 21, 22. So there's no leading of that.
You said, wait, say that again?
We older than the people that we're speaking about. They young adults, early 20s, very early 20s. So there's no leading like what you're speaking of as far as family.
But I mean, leadership doesn't have an age though.
I feel you, but she knew what it was going in. This wasn't something that just sprang up on her.
So that's the thing. So that's what I don't like, you know, because even with the girls,
never changed.
Exactly. But the whole thing is, and I ain't gonna put it all on women, you know what I'm saying, but it's with a woman that's in a church, you know what I'm saying, she trying to grow her faith in God, whatever. They give it a man, you know what I'm saying, who ain't know, but they think they can bring this nigga out the bush and change him.
That's what they think, though.
That's not a healthy. That's not healthy. You feel what I'm saying?
It could be something other than just religion, because
I think that was just the only one I could think of.
That was the one that that started the conversation with. That's what it sounded like.
But Deanna got it.
It could be something that's towards. It could be something towards. We could go with financial basis or something. And I hate to bring it up because it's always starting to fucking debate, a national debate, 50-50 and shit like that. 80-20, all that type of stuff. It could be something like that, like basically a healthy compromise of what the man is going to be willing to take care of, and if the woman is going to be comfortable with that. Because some women they want to be independent, they want to do the 50-50 thing, and some women don't want to pay nothing. Some people don't want to pay nothing. They want to sit there. They want to sit at the crib, and the man handles everything. But if the man is not comfortable handling everything, then it has to be a compromise where they bring it together basically, and that's what we're talking about. Would be something that's healthy. What would be the healthy compromise? Y'all really doing that?
Nah, for real. So I don't know what Deanna and Daisy said something.
It said, Deanna said, so y'all saying if she actually prayed, but you don't want to, but you at least listen to her talk about her religion is a good compromise.
I think that's a good question. No, I mean, but in that, with that actual example, he actually did pray. So she was praying, and he was like, I'll pray with you, and then she made it a bigger thing. Well, who are you praying to? And that might have not been that conversation immediately, but it might have came up later on.
Right.
I mean, so like when we was praying the other day,
shut up.
who were you praying to? What you mean? Like, no, I was just praying with you, not but who? But you said you don't believe in things. Who you praying to?
See, that's
an issue.
Now you
right.
pushing.
Now you trying to find a problem. Damn, I don't fuck with it anyway, but I fuck with you though.
Who is Jessica?
just Mayfield.
Oh, Mayfield. She said, "Is it a problem if the woman leads spiritually?"
That's a question that's getting off topic.
Because
we talking about.
You right.
We talking about compromise.
That's a compromise. Would you compromise your woman leading you spiritually?
I've been led spiritually. I've been led spiritually when I was young.
By a woman, but was it your partner?
Yeah. I mean, because it was due to the fact I didn't have the knowledge that she had at the time. I didn't have the knowledge that she had as far as spirituality and all that. Like, so I had a lot of questions. I was lost.
Yeah.
She had questions. I mean, she had answers to questions that I had, or if she didn't have the answers, she knew what direction to go to give me the answers that I was looking for. So I mean,
That's a different leading.
as a knowledge.
That's not really her leading. That's her educating you.
That's more so you having the eagerness to learn, and she got certain answers.
That's cool.
Because if that's the case, she would answer everything that's being brought to you. But y'all the same age, she may be a little higher spiritually, but all it takes for you to do your same research.
Yeah,
be on the same
there you
level.
go.
Okay.
You can lead a Bible study. You ain't got to really have the knowledge. You can lead a Bible study.
So let me ask y'all, when we say lead, what are we saying?
Who is building a structure around the spirituality? Who is the religion? Who is building the structure? Hey,
Give me an example.
We need to go to church.
we go to church.
We doing this Thursday. We doing Bible study.
we got a verse of the day. Like this is what we believe and this is what we follow. Who's making sure everybody is in line with what we believe in? Basically, simple.
With the belief
That's
system.
the leader. Who's making sure the shit is running right? So when we talk about, can a woman do that? Of course. We have women pastors. We have women spiritual leaders. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee, even with Sarah, what's her name? Sarah J. What's her name? TD Jakes' daughter.
I forgot.
I know
Sarah Jakes. I think it's Sarah Jakes. She a pastor. Her husband, I don't think he is high as a pastor or something, but he still lead his family. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
well, that's to answer Jessica's question. But the main question is a healthy compromise. What is it? What is a healthy compromise? So it's more than just religion. I think that's just what started this debate. Or started the that's what led this topic. Yeah. So it could be anything else. We can talk about financial stuff. We can talk about
anything because like the conversation was, it's gonna be some sort of compromise if we gonna coexist. There's certain things that, it's certain little quirks that I have, they're like, all right, we can't last if you keep doing it because you're selfish. And then vice versa. You can't continue to do that if we finna be together. It gotta be some, I'm not saying, and I had this conversation, I'm not saying change you, but it's certain behaviors you're doing. If all you do is think about yourself and not just talking and showing your actions. When you went out and grabbed this, did this, why won't you get enough for the house? If that's the situation we stand at the crib, I ain't think about that. This is something you gotta think it. This is something you gotta think about. When we in the crib, you can't just go out and just be for you. Oh, well, I paid my half. What? Stop saying that shit.
So I think, even with thinking about the question, even with rethinking it, what is a healthy compromise? A healthy compromise is if I'm compromising, I'm not regretting the decision I made.
yeah.
So once I do it, it's like, I'm cool with
You
that.
actually fine with it.
I'm fine with that. That's a healthy compromise. I don't think it needs an example. It's just, that's what it is. That's what a healthy compromise is, you know? But sometimes I change my mind.
So basically, that willingness to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, put your ego to the side, per se. Put your ego to the side.
Also to make each
I
other
don't know
happy.
about ego.
It may make the relationship better.
Don't say that.
But if it's something that ain't got nothing to do with ego.
No, you should. No. Because remember a while ago, we said
It's a while ago.
Everything got something to do with ego. You remember he said that?
No, but what if it's something you doing wrong though? What if
Right.
you doing something wrong? That ain't got shit to do with ego. You doing something wrong, and I gotta be okay with that.
Put your ego to the side.
Oh my gosh.
Deani said, okay, so say a woman is the type to always ask what her man is doing just to ask or just to make sure he's okay, but he the type who has an issue with feeling like he's being checked up on, and he expresses that in a healthy way. What do y'all think that compromise should be?
If the conversation is being had, and I notice that you are actually making an attempt to slow down on it, because the all day calling what you're doing, what I was doing 30 minutes ago, it's not that. But if there's something, if there's something, hold on.
I think my girl just checked out.
Especially. Oh shit, that's what he said. No, but if it's every day, every other hour, like dude, nothing is, I'm at work, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. You at the crib, I'm at work, vice versa. Now if we apart from each other a few days, you might slide out of town, you got a family reunion or something, we check in, that's cool. But every day, but if I notice that you
Wait, hold on. Every day.
No. I said if you checking in, I'm going off what she just said. If you calling and saying just to be saying, hey, I tell you that hey, listen, this is your 6th time calling. It's 12:30. I talked to you at 7. I talked to you at 9. There's nothing for us to talk about.
Nah.
Hold on. Because that get under my skin. The all day calling, I don't care who it is. But especially with something like that, like, hey, I like hearing your voice, this, that, and the third. Hey, listen, man, I got some errands to run. I'm going to hit you when I get in the crib. That don't mean call me at 2 o'clock and it's 12:30 when we talk.
I think
nothing changes.
I feel like it depends on the intention of the person that's asking.
That's a fact. But my man, before you get too deep, remember what you was gonna say, because I know where you're going. I completely agree, and the intentions always do matter, because sometimes it's just genuinely to ask what you're doing, or it could be ain't nothing that's enough, or it could be, or it could be the simply. Straight focus on that box. But or it could simply be just because maybe they got something to say and they want to see who you're around with.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like then you could tell. Yeah, intentions definitely matter. But there's also a thing where if that person is not comfortable with it and don't like it,
I know you just calling just for the sake of calling.
How do you know that though?
But that's when you learn the person. That's when you learn the person. When you learn a person, you know when they calling to actually check in, and it's a genuine what you're doing. But like Chris said, it don't have to happen every conversation because you know that I'm uncomfortable with it. But taste that type of man.
I mean, no, it was no.
You're back. That's a fact.
Go ahead.
I think I'ma just talk to Chris.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you just need.
Go ahead.
Hey, no, fact. Look, I just think you need to admit you don't want to be bothered.
No.
It's not even about being bothered, though, bro.
Can that be a compromise?
That's why I say, speaking to her
I don't
point
want to be bothered.
if I tell you, if we have a conversation like, and not on the phone, I'd rather have it in person. Hey, I need to chop it up with you. I'm gonna slide on you, matter of fact. I'll be there in 30 minutes. So get there, have something to eat, man. Hey, how was your day? Oh, she gonna bring it up again anyway. Hey, but you said you had something to talk to me about. I'm glad you asked.
This nigga ass.
We gotta. If this whole enterprise is gonna continue, we have to have a conversation about this. The calling all day long, it has to stop. I used to love to see your name come across the screen.
Drinks is free and shit, dog. This way. I just play it.
Hey, but no, what Christian, my bad, because I know you got something to say. That's not the point. The calling all day long. It's the constant. What you doing? As soon as you call, every time, like.
Hey, what you doing?
Once you know that a person don't like it, it's like y'all gotta come to a compromise because you know that person is genuine, and occasionally they're doing it because either they have something to tell you, they need to talk to you real quick, or they doing it to actually check in.
Just like him.
Yeah, she doesn't like hearing from you, or it could be the simple fact of she's checking in too. And the thing is, you don't like to get asked that within the first 5 minutes. You don't like to get asked that all the time anyway, because y'all don't do that on the regular. But go ahead, top Tay in, because Tay has some shit to talk about. Go ahead, Tay. Talk your shit, Kobe.
So, yeah, Chris, you definitely right. Man, I'm trying to find all this.
Dad, just stop the cap.
No,
We're not talking about dudes.
Deani said it's a simple what you doing. Y'all be thinking too deep. Deja said this can definitely be a problem. I think a lot of men see this as a controller, as a motherfucker trying to check to see your whereabouts. But in reality, motherfuckers just I got it, folks.
I'm sorry.
Care about your well-being. His ass needs to get it together. That's the compromise. You gotta cut that out.
It is what it is. That's just me type. That's the type. It's just me, man.
Nah, but on that.
Hold on, wait, cause I got you. You about to have fun.
Bro, when you do that here, I feel like
Bro,
I feel that shit. You know how I feel.
You been.
Go ahead, take it.
Okay.
I don't know. You say if Deani said if y'all don't want to get caught up, just say that. Baby.
See?
Hold on. Deani said if we just woke up an hour later, I ask what you doing and you get mad, you got deep issues.
Just woke up.
Oh, bro!
They just sleeping my boy.
They just
What
say,
you doing?
but it's funny because dudes with what you doing a woman all day.
That's trying to slide. That's different.
Exactly, that's not the same.
And
Say, I apologize.
Deani
Every
said,
time he say something, I guess.
Because it's dumb shit.
and then it's,
I'm sorry.
Deani said, so what's the compromise? Y'all do this every episode. Deani said, so what's the compromise? Here's the issue, ladies.
Talk your shit.
Bro,
There's some more.
y'all always what you doing, where you at. I don't think y'all understand how annoying that could be. Because like Chris said,
Guys don't do that.
I was doing the same thing I was doing when you come. Because when y'all ask the first what you doing, I respond. I say, yeah, man, I'm at the crib playing a game.
And I tell you everything.
I'm going to be sitting at the crib. You feel me? This is where I'm finna be for the rest of the day. You call me 2 hours later. What you doing? The same thing I was doing when you called me earlier. I said I wasn't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? That gets annoying. It's not. And ladies, let me just put y'all on a little game real quick because
They don't know.
y'all be talking about some intentions. I'm just trying to see. I care about you. Stop the cap.
That's not always the case.
You don't care about me to call me 32 times a day to ask me what I'm doing and where I'm at.
I disagree.
Like Tay just said, when we told you already we're in the crib.
I
for the
know,
rest
but
of the day.
I feel this is why I disagree.
Go ahead. The good honorable Reverend.
Dre, you be pissing me off, man. You be pissing me off. Come on, Dre.
Dre, go ahead.
Come on.
Talk
Look, bro. Nah, I feel like they do be caring, right?
Yeah.
But let's talk about something instead of the repetitive question. What you doing?
Right, you're right.
Thank you.
Have
Let's
something.
have a
and that's the
conversation.
thing.
Let's
have
have-
something to say.
Let's have some, let's talk about something. If you want to talk, let's talk. Bro.
I don't wanna listen to
I don't
you.
really like small talk either. Let's not small talk. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying?
talk.
But I really do feel like they be wanting to talk. But what you doing is that's the only thing, bro. What you doing?
What you doing? And a big part of
just
that,
talk,
bro,
bro.
is when it's at the beginning of the conversation. That's very irritating. You called me.
Conversation
We called.
starter.
We called. We talked on the phone. We talked on the phone 6 times today, and each time, within the first 3 minutes, you asked, "What you doing?" That gets very irritating.
Now, I don't mind it what you're doing. I feel you. But the calling and what you're doing, and then it goes silent, and never listen to the breathe. I ain't feeling this.
So you don't mind if your girl calls you and she's saying, "What you doing?" every time y'all.
Not back to back.
So-
Now, if it's 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm off today and I tell you, I'm like, hey, what you? Oh, I'm finna take a shower. I'm finna head out. I'm told you,
Yeah.
I had a doctor's appointment. This,
That's
that, and the
perfectly
other.
fine.
Now it's
Perfectly
1
fine.
o'clock.
That's
Another
cool.
what you doing is fine. This is, but that's not what's going on
Afternoon.
right now. You know what I'm You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The mornings and
The afternoon joints,
these are
cool.
brunch hours. You went from
Yeah.
breakfast, brunch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
we might see each other later on.
That's a
Now if it's what you got going on, oh, because I seen this thing, this, that, and the third, oh, okay, cool. Or if you really have something to talk about, hey, you got a little free time right now, I want to bounce ID off. Like you say, bro, if it's something to be said, I don't give a fuck if you call. Nah, I'm not. I wouldn't give a fuck if you call. I'm about to say every hour. No, every six, whatever. That's cool, but not all day.
Nah, I feel like okay. So Deani said, what's the compromise?
That's probably that.
I don't know about the whole thing. What's the compromise? So I feel like the man and the woman should come together. When do we check in with each other?
I have
I
have
think
to
it
be
needs to
more
be a
patient.
compromise.
That's the compromise. You can still check in on me,
Facts.
but here's time. Not to be controlling. I'm saying this is go either way. You know what I'm saying? Because
We don't need an
We
exact
gotta have a
time.
nice
we don't
gap.
need an exact time.
It gotta be a
Like,
nice gap, though.
It gotta be
If it's in the
a
morning,
nice gap, bro.
it has to be.
good morning. Hope you have a good day at work. Boom, boom, boom. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't talk to her till we get off work. But she be busy though. You feel me?
Don't need one of y'all have time for that right now. So that
Not saying
Nah,
other
that's
people.
good.
Not saying other people ain't busy because she can make time and I can make time. But it's okay to
Y'all
let's
grinding
talk
right
after
now.
work.
Y'all grinding right now, so y'all have to understand without it having to really be said. Right?
Yeah, but
Because
you know,
y'all
and
have
let
to
me
do.
say, we sometimes do get the afternoon. Hey, how work going? You know what I'm saying? But that's not an everyday thing. It's not
That's
everyday.
legitimate.
But that's
I think I
also a
get
such
that.
thing as a check-in too. That's a
check-in.
great way to check in though. Like
Yeah.
like you said, we talk y'all say
In the
you and
morning,
your girl to say,
good morning.
okay, we gonna talk later.
Do-do-do.
Y'all get the lunch, how work going. That's a quick check-in. Ain't nothing wrong with
And
that.
I don't talk
and
to
I'm
her
finished
till-
talking to her when I get off.
Clock out.
That's a great way to check in. But an instant call, 5 minutes later, what you doing? Call 2 hours later, what you doing? No, that's irritating as hell.
Can I say something for you?
It has to be.
I was from the topic to
Before you what? Before you tap into that,
Go ahead.
before they make it about some funny shit that we'd rather talk to each other, I don't have a problem being on the phone. I've rather been on the phone an hour and a half, 2 hours before. If it's a decent conversation with a woman, that's fine. But if it ain't shit to be said, let the conversation go. Within 5 minutes, you know if it ain't shit
Shit
going
to be
on.
said.
Even like, all right, I'm doing this, that, and the third. Okay, well I had to go this, who's that, and third. All right, hey, I'll call you after a while or whatever. No, but we not gonna let each other breathe. Yeah, we're not about to
This,
let each
but
other
look, this is what I'm saying. Like, I ain't, you know, in the comments, you know, you can checking in is cool, but like I said, there are some people that, and y'all some assholes. You know, Chris might not want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? But a woman don't care. You don't want to be bothered. They
Oh, they
still
don't.
want to. That's not, bro. How you not compromising? You don't care how I feel. You just want to. You feel me?
That's invading them in the space.
That's not cool. I don't think that's cool.
That's
That's
also
what I
the
don't
same
think
as-
is cool.
That's also the same as the what you doing question 24/7. You invade my space. Like if I'm answering them sometimes, if I'm able to answer it and allow you to check in and give you what you want to answer, you gotta respect my thoughts. You gotta respect my thoughts sometimes. You gotta respect my thoughts sometimes and be like, all right, I ain't gonna ask this today. I ain't gonna ask this today, or I ain't gonna ask this time.
That's the compromise.
That's the compromise.
That's the compromise.
I answer
Real
your
talk,
question.
though. Real
Sometimes
talk.
you gotta not just think about not asking that, or go
You
a day
gotta be
without
okay
asking
with
those
that.
questions.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me
Go ahead,
tap
tap
into the
in.
comments. Deja said, I actually don't ask my dude that. I say, you good, just checking
Boy.
in on you. I do that maybe once a day, and that's that. And I don't text my dude 32 times a day. That's childish. I'll call him a few times if it's an emergency, but I'm never finna blow up another phone.
Mom, we ain't talking about marriage. Everybody say it.
Damn, we live together. We check in when we get to the crib.
Facts.
Everybody talking about marriage, mom.
They say, Deani said, y'all be so full of cap. I call my man every day on my break or when I get a moment to myself because I care about him. I miss him, but when we stop being concerned about y'all gonna start wondering what's up. Cap.
Hey, that's a no. That's a
Cap.
fact. No,
It's a fact, bro.
I
But
ain't,
it's
I ain't going to get that. That's a fact.
It's
It has
cap.
to be honest.
I'm gonna say it's cap due to the fact like when you slow down, they be like, oh, okay, maybe she do understand. But then like women are assholes. He think he don't want to be bothered. I'm just not gonna call him all day. That's not what we saying. We just saying like tone it down a little bit. What Deanna said?
Just said.
Lower your tone.
No, yeah, I ain't gonna say that.
That's what like Deanna just went all the way left because somehow when y'all stop checking, we not saying stop checking, bro. We okay with the check in,
yeah.
but you
I
gotta
check in on my girl.
If we don't like it, exactly. I check in on mine. If we don't like it, you gotta still come to a mutual agreement. Compromise. Mutual agreement. I say myself like that. I say
That was good.
I just said mental agreement, man. That would be the same thing still, though.
Monty said, I prefer to hear from you when you wake up in the middle of the day and before you go to sleep.
Cool.
That's perfect.
That's cool.
That's perfect.
It's good. So you wake up in the middle of the day, you come around the street. Deanna said y'all be going so left, there is no compromise. Y'all telling us to stop asking and I said, no, Deanna, you missing the context clues.
We never said
need
stop.
you to go back and read the comments. Because you're not understanding what we saying.
Oh, no,
we
you
gonna
understand.
We gonna come to blows.
We
gonna come to blows.
No,
She
you're
wanna
talking
be
too fast,
hard.
bro. You're talking too fast. You gotta, Chris. Can you say it slow, like compromise?
No, we can't.
Compromise.
Hey.
Then
She wanna because she said, well, the guys can ask you what you doing all
I'm
day.
finna get to
First of all,
Let me get
if
to that.
call me 40,000 times, hey, what you doing?
That's a bite else. Let me get Talk your shit, Tate.
You just shit every time. Stop apologizing if you ain't gonna change the behavior.
Reporting line.
But nah, Jessica said, I think checking in twice or 3 times is good. That's perfect.
What, a day?
Yeah, 2 or 3 times a day. That's perfect.
She said
But
she
y'all
was
bros can ask y'all what y'all doing.
Never did that.
First of all, I don't text none
We
of the
don't.
guys.
Who said that?
We
Hey,
never
bro,
did
Deanna
that.
said that.
If these niggas text me what you doing, I'm gonna be concerned.
I'm gonna call, hey,
What's wrong with you? That going on, bro?
You good, black?
You good, black?
Ain't nobody.
We never did
I'm not
that.
gonna be texting.
Text each other. Hey, what you doing?
How many
Hey,
pussies
you good,
you
bud?
got in your phone, man?
I'm on my way.
Hey, you got a package was delivered, bro. You need
Hey, bro.
Exactly.
No. Just
I ain't at the crib.
Text each other that.
Nah.
Then,
That's cap, boy. That'd be cap. They be saying anything.
Deja said, and that's where the compromise comes in, Dion. Chris' mom said, so what y'all gonna do when y'all get married?
Hey, Chris, mom.
She gonna understand what's going on. Simple as that.
That's gonna happen.
And I'm not gonna repeat myself.
We
Don't
got-
call my phone.
We're gonna have to be able to talk to you.
Hey, you know who else?
We're gonna have to be able to compromise before we get married.
Hey, nah, look, man, look. Look, come on, man. If you're not conscious of you obsessively texting me, come on, bro. If you're not conscious of that, it's a problem, man. I'm sorry, bro. Like,
Because
That's the problem,
and
bro.
that's my thing. When it get to the point where it be like the phone ring, I feel what she want. That's the problem.
no, hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. No, because
Chris,
that means
Chris, you know you got a problem, bro. You know you got a problem, bro.
Because if you driving your music playing, you look down.
Oh, I hate that. I don't care who it is. I just hate that shit.
Oh man. No, but I'm speaking to this certain situation.
Yeah.
When it turned into something like that, that's an issue because now I'm getting annoyed with it. Now I'm getting annoyed with seeing your name. That's tripped out. That ain't how it's supposed to be. That's supposed to be all okay.
Yeah, because I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that. I be like, buddy.
That's tripped out.
But no, I mean, and then like my homie, he married, right? You know what I'm saying? I feel like they don't, him and his wife don't really check in. Like, if they don't even really text. But if she call, you pick up, because something can be wrong. So a call is different from a text. I'm picking up. My girl called me, I'm picking up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I ain't gonna be mad.
I got a
what's
bad
up?
habit of having my phone on the 90s.
That's not a bad habit to me.
That's bad.
That's a very bad
Because
habit.
if something wrong for real, the motherfucker gotta call you.
It's
and they need
over
you.
with. So I know not to
what I'm
call
saying?
you, motherfucker. Hey, do not call these.
Dion, a little better. Him though?
Hey,
Yeah,
Dion picking up.
This nigga was
Dion picking up.
Who? You.
Man,
Dion pick up. Hey, Dion.
For real.
If he'll pick up, he gonna call back though.
But think about
Wait
what
that 3 to 5 minutes.
He gonna call back.
Now,
Man, he be dead.
hold on, now, Dre. Now, I have been guilty of that. He hit the line like Tuesday. I called back Thursday. Hey, you called, but
See, that's
That's
close.
right.
He already dead.
48 hours later.
He already dead.
48 hours later. Hey,
That
man,
nigga giving up.
Hey, now hold on. Now, if it's something really going on here, like if I'm at work, he'll shoot a text. I see what I hit him when I'm done. Something might transpire. I'm out of pocket. I'm already agreeing to that. Thursday. Come on, go on.
He said, "Mom, go ahead on."
Hey, mama right though. Curiosity does. Nah, see, look, I ain't trying to tell my girl to stop. I ain't gonna never tell her to stop doing that. I ain't gonna even act bothered. I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's me. But, you know, but I feel like it be. I ain't gonna even go in.
No, so go ahead, man.
Nah, bro.
It's go ahead, man.
Nah, bro. Because
They gonna crucify you anyway. Go ahead.
if she doing something, you hit up, oh, she gonna be mad. You feel me? Like it don't never go both ways. I don't really mess with that. It don't never go both ways. Let her be busy, boy. What? I told you I was over here with Tanya and them trying to. Alright.
You know what I'm saying? And
You gotta be okay with that, right?
we supposed to understand. Be like, all right, well, she busy. And then
I am though.
no, and I feel you, but I'm saying, but
Come on, I'm just saying. Come on.
no, go ahead. Fuck the question. Go ahead.
I don't like
Stop
that's.
cussing. Stop cussing. Your mama.
Shit.
Come on, mama, why you gotta make that threat though? Like that's a threat. Like she really just. And that
She
also
said-
is not cool,
She
bro.
said, so
All
when
right,
she
look.
stopped calling so much.
Curiosity kills the cat.
No, I get it. I get it.
I do too. Still a threat.
I ain't telling my girl to not call.
Nah, I won't.
I'm just saying there had to be a healthy compromise where I answer your what you doing questions and you don't ask me as much as you do. Because we both want to be comfortable. I'm not gonna give you every time you call what you doing, I'm not gonna answer it.
Well, if it's a conversation of substance, I'm cool with that.
For sure.
I think
if it's a
the only
reason,
thing.
that's what I'm saying. Like if it's a reason behind it, for sure. But we answer that.
Alright,
What was the other discussion about the crackheads?
Crack to see it through, my boy.
Got to see it through.
Alright, so the next topic is I'm trying to figure out like how to put it in simple terms. This was a conversation me and Chris had about women trying to think like men. Or women.
Y'all gotta leave these women alone, bro. Y'all can't.
No. Because it was a conversation I done had multiple times in the last couple of days.
I get you.
Just women trying to think like men. But I said women, like I know probably 2 women that legitimately think like guys. And what I mean by
That's
that,
a fact.
they've been in situations and I've seen them maneuver like that. I just look and be like, there's something to do to do. You know what I'm saying? They lead with logic and not emotion. How much you say that?
Nah,
That's why he said two, man. Said two.
no, because even the first one that came to my mind that lead with that thing like a man, still has emotions, a lot of emotions.
I mean, who was TD Jakes?
Stop
Right.
playing, boy.
No, because she said, for real, leave us alone and get on y'all. Let me stop before TD Jakes get on me. Who was TD Jakes?
Throw a joke out there without getting lit up.
Please throw it names. Please drop it.
That's right, that please drop it.
Hold on.
Don't throw a joke out there without
She
said you.
Shit, me? Deanna, I'm on your ass. For the rest of the night, I'm on your ass. I promise you can't say nothing else in the comments.
Damn, we out to go through all.
We can kick it off with Steve Harvey writing a book.
Yeah, he got a spot.
But I mean, when we say women think like men, give me an example.
As far as the whole, I mess with, it could be something. I hate to say this first, but they can mess with multiple niggas or something like that with thinking that they not gonna catch feelings because they trying to be just like a nigga, but eventually they end up catching the feelings. Trying to keep the relationship between the side nigga and the side nigga and the relationship at arm's length, and then they end up messing with side nigga or anything like that. Tell you to go first.
I mean, if anything, I think women better than men when it comes to that.
When it comes to cheating, yeah.
As far as concealing
not even
it.
cheating,
No,
like
as
if
far
you
as
date,
concealing
like concealing. I think women better than men.
I mean,
Maybe it's because
bad
men
example,
don't care.
No, because it's,
That's bad
Bad
example.
example, Dion.
Brady, drop your example.
Yeah, Brick, give us an example.
Women thinking like, man.
That's my sister.
Women think
I'm
better.
fucking saying,
Women,
that's my sister, right?
it's crazy because we more logical, but they still think better than us. Ain't that crazy?
it's not bad. I mean, well, they can compartmentalize better. They have to. They raise kids. You know what I'm saying?
What? Nah, I don't. What you mean? They raise kids by
I
themselves.
mean, not raised, but it's way more that goes into it. They have a different connection to that child inside of them.
Nah, but
You see what I'm saying?
But I also think women try to think like men, but when it comes to emotions, because they gon' come.
Yep.
They gon' come.
Mm-hmm.
Who gonna deal with that better? That's the question. I don't know. I don't really know. Because I
Well,
think
who gonna deal with the emotions better?
I think because I know some women that go off the edge with him, and we all know some men that go off the edge.
With the same, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I don't really think that thinking belongs to a gender.
It
know what
does
I'm
though.
saying?
And because you said some, in the grand scheme of things, a man would be more logical depending on it. In various situations, you're like, okay, that ain't working.
You gotta drop a good example.
Women thinking like men.
That was a good one though.
I think cheating was
Really
though.
said
Cheating
it
was.
a bad one. I think it was a good one. Why she
Cheating
said
is
that?
probably the best example. Here's why.
Talk.
Talk to him. Talk to him, cool.
I don't know.
But I mean, okay, so I'm not going. Hypothetically speaking,
Why ain't talking? Dude? Why she not be talking?
Hypothetically speaking,
right? You got from situations. Nah, man, I'm gonna tell her. No, nope, I'm not saying that.
You shouldn't have said that either.
I'm not saying that. Now, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So
there's certain situations where women think they thinking like men and it still don't end up coming out that
I
way.
only think
I don't know.
men then.
They not really a man, so
What was the example you used at the gym yesterday? That's how it came. But
you got a comment over there?
no.
Yeah, from Deanna.
No, I ain't.
That's-
What's the comment? Hey, follow us on Clubhouse
Yeah,
too.
I'm talking about-
We're gonna drop the link in the comments. I forgot to say that at the beginning of the podcast.
That was like something that really happened. And if I say the situation, that's what would be this.
Go ahead, Dre. Read the comment.
It was something else. It was something else. It was something else.
It was
We said they're looking all confused because she said it was a bad example. We looking stupid.
because but I think cheating was the perfect example
It
though.
was.
Cheating is a
Cheating
good
is-
example.
How was that a bad example?
We
gotta
gotta
go
explain
get
how
it.
it's a bad one.
That's one person that said it's bad.
But
Fine, come on.
continue to-
Tell Brittany drop a comment
Right,
with a bad
she
example.
said
We
that.
finna stick with that one. Let's go.
Yeah, I can't think of no other way. But nah, like you just see, even with that, like I've talked
That's what it was.
They be trying to be clear.
Disrespect part.
as far as what.
Like that post I was talking about yesterday.
Okay.
When has it become cool to start calling niggas bitches? And then she said,
Oh, yeah.
When they start acting like one.
Yeah, we was talking about that.
So you were speaking on the respect aspect.
Yeah, because I said.
I'm trying to.
Because I said, so if y'all didn't hear Chris, he basically said when a woman calls a man a bitch, and it's like, my response to that, it was a post on Facebook, I can't remember exactly what it said, but it had something to do with a woman calling a man a bitch. And I said, I'm like, that's a respect thing. I'm like, if a woman respects you enough, she ain't even gonna play with you like that. Like, that's a respect thing. Like, it's
I mean, she can also be hurt too.
but it's still
Emotions can make your ass.
emotion, but it's still motherfucker not gonna play with
Nah,
you. Bro. Like,
not too much.
You
They'll
sit there
try
hard,
you.
motherfucker. You a bitch. Who you talking to?
We ain't doing that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a certain level. If
That
you
has
call
never
me
happened to me though. I
on
ain't
some
gonna-
emotion,
Facts.
it happened to me, and I tell motherfuckers straight up, don't let this
Damn.
shit come out your mouth again.
Damn, boy.
You know what I'm saying? And it was exactly
ain't
what you
shooting?
just said.
He said he ain't shooting.
Hey, you know what? Should get me indicted on
Let's
camera.
go.
But nah, like, it happened. And when it happened, I was just kind of like, whoa. I'm like, bro, you don't even play with me like that for real. Like, don't ever do no shit like that for real again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that. But like I said, it's a respect thing.
Nah, that's a fact. I mean, I've never even.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think men, women. I only think men, women try to act like men because they can't take what they dish out. Women become hoes if they keep men in rotation like men do, which is dumb. That's what it was. And she just said,
What the hell you say?
Back
Fucking go to the bathroom. Exactly what the fuck you just said.
but I'm saying that's what it was when we was talking about this stupid ass tape.
My buddy.
But
Yeah, you gonna talk about it?
But that's what it was. I was saying like how women always say that men can't dish out men can't take what they dish out.
That's right.
But you see a lot of women that try to do the same shit men do, and they end up hurting. Like I done seen a handful of women try to play the game that men play as far as like dating multiple guys at one time. But once the one guy that you like the most do something wrong, you in your feelings. And it's like,
It's not even just that though. My bad to cut you off. It's not even just that. It could be. Wow. But it could be something that's not even the main guy that they like. It could be it could be somebody that they consider the food nigga or something. Once he start talking to somebody else and he start messing with them, they in their feelings. They like, wait, you was my toy. Why somebody else playing with my toy now? Because they keeping them at arm's distance. They can't play the same game that we can play and keep it and dish it out the same way we could dish it out. But Deanna said Deanna think that our man can't accept what they put out. It's an extent of that. Some
First
men
of
can,
all,
some can't.
all men ain't putting that shit out.
Exactly.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Real talk. But
I thought you was going somewhere.
nah, for real. Hey, treat others how you want to be treated. Shit, I don't do that shit. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. I ain't nobody doing that shit. But I think with women, I don't think there's a.
Always have
Come on, man.
He ain't gonna look this way neither.
No, I think that's why he tripped, so he wanted to go in front of the camera. It wasn't me, but it was.
No,
But
it was me. I ain't tripping. I
I'm
was
just playing. But I think male and female, I think we both be hurt. You know what I'm saying? I think with women though, it's more of a let me internalize this, and then it get prolonged. Like I'm still hurt, and matter of fact, while I'm hurt, I'm finna make you think I'm cool, and I'm finna hurt you back. A man, he just gonna show all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it still hurt at the end of the day. Motherfuckers hurt. That's how I feel, bro. Both people be hurt, bro. You do some bogus shit to them, to anybody, you know, you be hurt, bro. You know?
I don't agree with that. When we going off what Deanna said, it was basically messing with multiple
Yeah, what
people.
what Chris Mama said, I'm sorry. Hurt people hurt people.
That's a fact. Hurt people
Hurt people. So both parties be hurt, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You ain't never been hurt?
Yeah, I agree with that. Hurt people.
Did you want to do something? Did you want to hurt them back?
At one point. But I also got to a point where I was just like, fuck that shit.
That's why I said
I was
women
immature.
got more prolonged.
I was
I said
immature.
prolonged.
I was also
It's
immature, and I
not
told him, I was like, I hope the motherfucker, the next motherfucker you get with, hurt you like you hurt me. I'm like, I'm not gonna wish you a happy
And you
ending.
said you was mature?
I said I wasn't mature.
Oh, okay. I'm
I'm not saying that shit.
mature.
I'm cursing.
Nah, you ain't even got
Hurt
to.
people hurt people, but I ain't never hurt nobody because I was hurt.
Yeah, I ain't never did that.
I wouldn't do it.
Hey, you can hurt people in different ways. That's a whole
That
nother
is
conversation.
outside.
It ain't gotta be. It ain't gotta be somebody
But I
you
ain't
trying to
never
talk
hurt.
to.
What?
Like,
It ain't gotta be somebody you trying to talk to. It can
No,
be
I'm just saying, I ain't.
your sister could have came to you. You could have, you feel me, treated her. She ain't even did shit to you. Hurt people, bro. It don't matter who you hurt. You're hurting somebody. You said
like
what?
you said, it ain't gotta be. It ain't gotta be like Tay said. I ain't never intentionally went to go hurt somebody because I hurt.
Right.
Now I possibly hurt somebody by saying I didn't want a relationship, or unfortunately ghosting somebody, or just leaving them alone outright. That could be a way of saying hurt people, or something like that.
I mean, I guess. Men use sex to get over things. Women use emotions, saying outcome one is just shown out loud. I think that's bullshit. Just flat out. Because all men don't use sex as all men don't use sex as an outlet. Like I mean, what's
That
up,
ain't no
dog?
outlet. Shit, what the fuck you release? Semen. That's it. You ain't releasing no
I mean,
motherfucking.
You gonna feel good for 4 seconds and then
that
what?
shit over with, bro.
That's not really
I
the
mean,
truth.
It's a waste of your energy.
That's
I mean,
clear.
and
That's clear.
if you a man that take pride in yourself, you feel you care about,
Exactly.
you know
There
how
you
you
go.
keep yourself up.
You
You
ain't
ain't
doing that shit.
sex don't move
Yeah,
you.
Sex
you ain't
don't
jumping
move
off,
that
you ain't
shit.
jumping off the cliff.
Any,
Everybody.
you feel me?
That shit don't
Every
move
girl
you.
in the world has a vagina.
She talking about cat.
Every girl in the world has a vagina. You're not gonna get the same thing. Like, I mean, but vagina, that ain't nothing. Like, it's more to it than just like sex, bro. Like,
Nah,
that's just.
that ain't shit to me.
It sounds like it's a consensus in the room. Sex don't move us.
Nah,
So-
it's different. That's the thing. Motherfucker.
Like that ain't.
Things
I
be
don't think
different.
that's the case, like at all.
There's different niggas out there. I'm just saying. Levels to this shit, bro. I still ain't got no kid. Well, that sex don't move, bro.
Hey, I mean that don't mean nothing.
I know you shouldn't say that.
That don't mean nothing. Go
I'm
ahead.
just a player, bro.
My
I'm just
sister
a
said if
player.
a man truly cares about you, they not gonna use sex. Sex not gonna cover up absolutely nothing, and that's facts. Like the difference between
Facts.
the difference and to tap into that, the difference between women and men, right? Women, and I'm just speaking in general. I'm not speaking, you feel me, to anybody in the comments specifically, but I'm just saying most of the time when women get hurt, what's the first thing they do? Run to social media. They run to social media. They want to express themselves on social media, and they want to talk about.
That's how you know a motherfucker hurt.
You know what I'm saying? men go.
Facebook, the outlet, says.
Men go do the same thing, but instead of me getting on Facebook, I'm finna call one of the guys. Hey man, let me tell you.
This-
I ain't got no
Like-
reason to post.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not finna get on social media. Like so we hurt just like y'all hurt, but the only thing is we not finna go
putting
show
our
the
shit out
world.
there. Yeah.
Nah,
We don't
but
wear
look,
our
it's
emotions
some,
on our
nah,
sleeve.
but look, it's some solid women out there that
It
don't do
is.
that.
Yeah.
shit for real.
That's why I said general.
Yeah,
I'm not
for real.
speaking
Ain't
because
some solid women
I
out there.
definitely know some women that done hit my phone and asked me for advice and
That's
you
a
feel
fact.
me?
Yeah,
They're
fact.
solid and they be like, you know,
They
I
ain't
just
trying
needed a
to go
motherfucker to
on.
vent to. I ain't want to put my business out.
Exactly. Don't nobody. Man. Deanna said you and your girl. She ain't talking about me. That don't resonate with me. You and your girl break up. I give y'all maybe 3 weeks to hop into some new coochie.
What?
Whoa.
But that's just the woman mindset of what they think of every man, and not every man is like that.
Yeah.
Some of us actually take the time
And
to
I'm-
distance ourselves from a relationship.
And I'm trying to
You gotta
reassure
heal.
you.
And you gotta heal.
Talk your shit, Devon.
You gotta heal, man.
And you gotta heal
Hey,
it.
shit,
You gotta
shit,
let-
I
Hey,
was
hey,
saying,
hey,
you
you
gotta
When
gotta
this
heal.
motherfucker speak,
You go exactly. Like money,
I'm
money,
like,
this
this
hoe.
TD Jakes. Nah, for real.
Cap. I mean, facts. That's not every woman.
Nah,
Just
that
like
ain't
it's
every
not
woman,
every
it ain't
man
every
either.
man, man.
Deanna, you trying to make this a thing about
how long would I wait?
sex.
I'll wait.
It's not-
I'll wait as long as it take me to heal from what I just experienced.
Exactly.
Ain't no duration on that. It's
It's a
not
challenge
here,
question.
bro.
That's bro, like it's not about
Everybody
sex.
just
It's
said
not
in
about
general
sex.
senses that it's not about sex, and
But
they
that's just
feel
what
too.
some of them
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And cool, but I'm speaking.
She said I forgot there was a fifth person in
You
it.
know what I'm saying? Listen, man.
Hey.
It ain't about sex. And motherfuckers not just driving off that end because what we had wasn't just about sex. It was more substance than just that sexual part. So
Exactly.
I could have fucked somebody while we was together. That doesn't mean anything. It
Hey,
don't
hold on,
replace
hold on.
who you are though. Who, you know what I'm saying? What you meant to me and like what and like what Dion just said. Are you
I'm listening.
I apologize. You got that look that Drake talking
I'm gonna just stop looking at them. Just look at the camera.
Hey, right?
It's the look. Hey, he doing what it is. Hey, we talked about this shit already.
Talk about
No,
this.
no, you know what I'm saying? They don't replace who you are.
Hey, they need you to repeat yourself, bro.
What we had was something of substance. I can go fuck. I could have fucked anybody while we was together. That doesn't mean anything. Sex ain't got shit to do with love. I really gave a fuck about you. So it ain't gonna be no 3 weeks where me and you stop fucking around. I'm not gonna be as hurt as you are. But it's gonna be a visible. Like, damn, I kind of miss her calling her. Fuck.
And you gotta accept that,
You know
and
what
you
I'm
gonna deal with it. It's just like Brittany said. That's a little girl mindset, and that's for guys to think like that, or guys that think that it's only about sex. That's a little boy mindset.
Right.
Sex is not the only thing that's gonna move a man that is comfortable within himself. Sex not gonna move every man like that.
No.
Sex is good. Don't get me wrong,
Now, it just,
but it's not gonna be the priority for
That's the
every man.
easiest thing, though.
That's not. I don't think with my dick.
what it showed. Go ahead, Jay.
So you got some shit to tell.
You
Say it.
talk.
I say it give you more clarity than anything. I'm gonna put it having sex.
So that's what it was all about.
You know
It
what I'm
ain't
just
even
be
about no
clear.
other shit. If I was to do that again and get over you, that mean that's what it was all about in the beginning.
It just,
we
bro,
don't
it
deal
just shows that y'all didn't set that foundation to begin with. Like, me personally, I'm building a friendship before anything. Like, I'm not fucking just to be fucking, bro, because I can fuck any girl, because every girl has a vagina. Like,
Every girl has a vagina.
you know what I'm saying? I'm
Ratio
not.
of men and women is
What?
the ratio of men and women.
Ratio to men and women.
We ain't got shit to worry about.
Keep going. Keep
Yeah, but
going.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
bro, like, it's more to it than just sex, and I think a lot of women don't understand that. They just think, like, oh, he just want to fuck this, he want to fuck
Yes.
that. It's not the case, bro. Like Chris was saying earlier, bro, motherfuckers really fuck with you for real. You just got,
I lost a friend.
you know what I'm saying? Exactly, and
That's the most important thing. I lost a friend.
I've been in a position to where, I'm gonna get personal for a second. I've been in a position to where I stopped rocking with a motherfucker, like we stopped talking for months. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple months, and I was like, damn, I'm sitting there at night, I'm like, damn, like, fuck the sex, fuck all the other shit, like, damn, like,
I really miss being around.
I really miss my friend for real. Like, motherfucker can't just call and say, what's up, what you, it's funny, what's up, what you doing? But
What's up? How you been?
listen, we're gonna go with that. What's up, how you been? I really can't make that call. It ain't about the sex, you know what I'm saying? Like, sex is cool, that's
It's
a
a bond.
plus.
It's the bond.
It's the bond, it's the
bond,
friendship,
y'all.
it's the foundation we built.
That's
It's
niggas
important.
have bonds with
It's-
girls, with women.
It's about
have
stocks
bonds.
and bonds.
They don't
guns and
seem
bucks.
to think that. They don't
But
think
that's not something we can.
we can't convince that until they become that open minded, or they have.
No, it ain't open minded. It's being secure in knowing that this guy has a bond with me. I have nothing to worry about. Period.
It's
bro.
more than just sex. It's not always strictly sex.
See, that's why. And
No, go ahead.
nah, that's why. But talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Talk about it.
That's why women keep lineups.
Yeah.
See, like, I don't trust this nigga. Let me keep these niggas by me. And we be over here, that's my girl, ain't no other girls. We be really dedicated. But if a motherfucker's insecure about our relationship, she gonna keep motherfuckers on the side of her, for real.
Even if it ain't nothing intimate, like
Even if it ain't
you know
intimate.
what I'm saying? I need a motherfucker. I
Yeah.
got that space. In the event you fuck up, I know.
In
you
the
fuck
event, I'm gonna bounce back quick.
up.
In 3 weeks.
Rebound. All right. Starting 5.
Motherfuckers. Get your ass
Bro,
out
like,
like 6 man in.
Sub out.
What is?
Damn, bro.
I'm because Deanna just said something. Now I'm really curious to know the answer.
There's no answer to it.
She said, "Y'all don't show that. What?
Thank you.
What don't we show? What we don't show? Like, because I mean, if this is gonna go into a whole different direction, where it's
Deion
you
Brandon
not
watch.
getting reassurance 24 hours a day. I'm sorry.
Why don't I have to reassure you?
I don't have to reassure you of anything. I'm not gonna reassure you 24 hours a day. You go because and let me do this because a lot of women talk about. I remember Deja said last week, and you matter of fact you actually said it, Dion. And she just picked it. You gotta love people how they want to be loved, bro. You gotta understand too. It's a compromise, bro. If I'm talking to you. And I'm telling you, like, bro, I rock with you. You feel me? You know this, that, and the third. You know, I show it with my actions. I don't necessarily have to tell you. I don't necessarily have to tell you 20 times a day or whatever the case may be, bro. I'm gonna rock with you and I'm gonna show it through my actions. When you need me down, be there. Like, but I get it though. Like. You do need to know sometimes that a motherfucker rock with you for real, but at the same time, bro, like you saying, Leanne saying y'all don't show that. It's shown. Are you just looking for the negative all the time? You know what I'm saying? Because it must be a problem every time. Like, oh, well, you do good at this, but you don't do good at that.
I'm trying to find
you
out
gotta
what a nitpick.
right. Sound like you nitpicking, bro. Like y'all gotta make y'all mind up
Nah,
for real.
And also, it leads back to the very first topic too. It got to be a healthy compromise.
It has nothing to do with reassurance. Y'all saying always now, but the actual act of being broken up with your significant other and y'all been distant for a little minute, y'all will be like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna move on, and y'all moving on to sex. Did we not just say it has nothing to do with sex?
You don't want to argue.
Did
You don't want to argue.
you need help?
You sick.
You like we just said it has nothing to do with sex. And then like as far as me personally, been in a situation and motherfucker it's time to move on. I'm only gonna apologize so much before I say fuck it. I'm not gonna kiss your ass. Did I fuck up? Yes. Did you do something wrong? Yes. We both gonna take responsibility for our actions, but what's not gonna happen is I'm not gonna apologize to you every fucking day. It's not happening. I promise you it's not happening. I'm answering your question. You, I mean, you,
What's she at?
for real, hey, she probably got them little bitty ass glasses on too.
Nah, them motherfuckers big.
But anywho, now like you keep saying it's about sex. We've explained 10,000 times it has nothing to do with sex at all. It's a whole
You gotta come with
consensus.
that mindset.
It's a whole consensus in this room that it has nothing to do. Stop.
Not just in
saying
this room, because it's some in the
sex.
comments too. There's some in the comments too. It just comes with, once you get to a point, you gotta understand that it's not everybody thinks about only sex. Sex is not what drives every man.
Nah. I'm gonna say this. I ain't speaking on Deanna, even with my girl, right? So I know, like, because we talked about past experiences and stuff like that. So I know what she been through. She know what I've been through, right? So if any scenario about a man doing something wrong to a woman, she has a habit of saying niggas ain't shit. And I gotta, hey, hold on.
Address that.
You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, but that's a habit she created for herself. You know what I'm saying? Because of what she been through. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really be mad, but I gotta help her get out of that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. That's what the experience created. That way of thinking.
How much is too much though? When y'all gotta keep having that
What you mean?
conversation?
How much is too much?
If every time something don't go her way, and y'all have a disagreement, niggas ain't shit.
Nah, I'm not saying she's saying it directly to me.
I'm just asking though.
Right.
Whenever she sees something a man is doing, it's niggas. You cannot generalize us for what he did.
But that's what.
Or what they doing.
But even when I explain that, I don't know how long it's going to take for somebody to redirect their way to unlearn, for real, unlearn something. But as long as I know that nigga, that ain't shit, it's not me.
You gotta put the effort
I'm cool.
too.
I can put the effort in if I know I'm doing what I need to
No,
be
but that's
doing.
an issue though. If like
It's an issue.
Yeah, he
You
got
a nigga.
But see, that's a healthy compromise I'm willing to make. Even if she's still saying it, I know I didn't do it, you know. And she not saying it to me, but I know it's something she gotta unlearn. I know I'm treating her right, but this deep down in her subconscious, this shit is still there. You know what I'm saying?
that shit right.
She's gonna be expecting.
She's conscious of the good man that I am, but subconsciously she still know about them ain't shit.
Because it's still a possibility that she may be expecting that you're gonna do something, and she might have a barrier up or a wall up. Expecting you to do something.
That was the case, and that probably we worked it, but I have to be proactively. No, I don't have to. I'm not forcing anything.
Facts.
I'm being myself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I can do. I'm not gonna go no extra
It's
mile to
genuine.
prove
It's
nothing.
genuine.
This is who I am. You know what I'm saying? But I can't be mad at her for what she's been through. You know what I'm saying?
You can't be mad at her.
I gotta compromise. I gotta accept that because I chose her.
But
I
the
gotta
issue
accept that.
comes in when she begins projecting her past
on
on
you.
you. Like, you cannot do that.
I
That's
get that,
draining.
but
At the same time,
that's what I'm saying.
at
That's
the
the
same time,
compromise
it's a
I'm
compromise.
making.
You know that's gonna happen.
I know it's gonna happen.
happen sometime.
I know it's gonna happen.
And after a certain amount of time, like, you gotta start seeing regression of that.
If I see progress, I'm cool, and I see. It's like, alright, she back. Alright, she listening to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, alright, bet she hit me. That's all I care about. Because you can have a good day, then you can turn around and have a bad day. It's just how the shit works. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta have more good days than bad days.
I mean, I disagree with that.
No,
As long
I'm saying in terms of
as long as you
progression.
see progress, yeah.
No, I'm saying in terms of progression, you gotta have more good days than bad days.
Like they just said, at least she trying, Dre, to make a conscious effort.
Exactly.
To change
She
her
making,
mindset.
she trying.
She's
And I
trying.
see that. It ain't that she
But it's
telling me.
also,
I'm trying.
it's
I
also
can
how
see
many
it.
times do she revert back to whatever it was that
I won't be mad at that. That's
I
a
will.
compromise.
Depending on the time.
Think about how many people go to those AA meetings with drugs and shit. They relapse.
They relapse for sure.
Drug addicts relapse.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
I can
when it comes
understand
to
the
this,
relapse,
people relapse.
but I can't understand if it's the first sign of anything small, and you just jump right back. You just jump right back to that mindset. That's not.
It's
that's
a
not
relapse,
acceptable.
bro.
That's not acceptable. You're
Thoughts,
not really.
but you know,
are you really
thoughts-
trying? If at the first sign of anything that don't go your way, and you revert back to
Listen.
your past, is that progression?
Listen, 90%.
We've been on this conversation.
It's cool though, but 90% of it is subconscious, bro. 10 is consciously, bro. So a lot of the shit we do day to day is in our subconscious mind. We ain't even conscious of the shit we be doing sometimes.
Facts, you just doing it.
So people can relapse.
That's
without,
perfect to the
bro.
comment that just got put in there.
What she said?
He only said, y'all be triggering us to remember our past. We got PTSD. That means you need to heal.
No.
How
I
do we
don't-
know what we do? What went on?
So here's the thing though. That's what I'm saying. All this healing shit gotta be proactive though. It can't, but it gotta be. It gotta be.
It gotta be.
No.
gotta be
But
both sides.
I feel like that's a fact though. But I feel like it gotta be. It has to be a mutual thing though. Like,
Facts.
I know what you're going through. You know what I'm going through. Let's help each other. You know what I'm saying? And if we made that mutual agreement, I need you to trust me. I need you to know that I'm trying to help you heal. You trying to help me heal. So I ain't trying to trigger you when you just told me your trigger points. You know what I'm saying? I know my girl trigger points. I ain't finna
And it's something that she just forgot to mention that you may not even know that you
But
did.
that's not my fault.
Exactly. That's not your
Let
fault.
me know your trigger points because I'm being me. I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what triggers you. Let me know. So therefore, now I ain't got no excuse if I do trigger you. Now I ain't got no excuse. You told me and I still did some dumb shit. Now I'm being petty. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't on that petty shit.
But is it okay if it becomes to certain things that you just feel like is just in you? It's not you doing something that's actually bad, but it's just something in you that you may have had in common with their past.
That's the healthy compromise. You can go keep on. You need to. So now you need to be mindful.
Name this episode "Compromise" when you put this on YouTube.
So, you do some shit that trigger her, right? It might not be unintentional. It might not be wrong to you, but if you care about this person, I bet. Okay, this is something I should work on. That's how I feel. I ain't gonna lie to you, but that needs an example.
No, that's funny though, because your sister in the comment, we had that conversation.
I ain't got my phone. I don't see it.
And she didn't drop it, but the conversation we had that day in the car, where it was, I'm nonchalant natural. So when you start yelling, I'll start cooking. She said, if you turn
Euro stuff in it. Take Euro stuff in it.
I'm gonna say hi.
She said, I mean, and not actually, not fake. Like I was like, all right, I'm finna cook. I don't know what the fuck she
You start yelling and cursing at me. That's swim moves.
I would say that's toxic.
No, hold on. She said, if you turn your back on this conversation, I might get violent. So it's cool for you to put your hands on it, because I ain't trying to get that shit you talking about. When we having a conversation. Hold on. When we having a conversation that we had, and Brittany agreed about that. Like, we shouldn't be having the same conversation. We shouldn't be arguing about the same thing. Something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right, okay.
She said that. But if we having an argument and we just ain't seeing eye to eye, all right, because you yelling and shit.
You can't do that, bro.
I understand.
Can't do that, though.
I get it.
You don't though, because you still gonna start cooking.
No.
So you throw
I'm
that.
hungry. What the fuck I'm gonna stand arguing with you, and it's a pointless conversation at this
Don't start a fire.
Nah. I feel okay. It's gonna be the same discussion. You know what I'm saying?
Now, tomorrow, you know.
But it don't have to be an argument.
It don't. It shouldn't be. You're right.
And it takes two people to argue. You know what I'm saying?
Not argue.
So if somebody yelling at me, I stay calm. That's the way. This ain't an argument now. You know what I'm saying? Even if they look back and say, I want to yell at you. All right.
You definitely were.
But I don't want to turn my back on that person. I want to give that person my full attention. You know what I'm saying? But niggas start cooking.
That's why I said.
That put fuels to the fire though.
And she said that probably all right, but she said I might hit you in the back end, so it's cool for you to hit me with something.
It's not cool, but it also wasn't cool for
It
you to
wasn't
start
cool for me to
cooking.
turn my back neither. I understand.
Gotta talk, bro.
But we having a conversation and we ain't getting nowhere, and it's turning into okay, I'm listening to you. Okay, I understand you. I'm excusing everything else, yelling, call me my name, call my mom. I got you. You done? That in itself incites somebody. Wait, am I done?
I would say this. What I would say, bro.
It's the tone of how you say it.
Yeah, but I would say this though, bro. I think women are more willing to help heal men than men are willing to help heal women.
You got a point.
I think that's the case.
We have less patience. When
It ain't even.
when it comes to stuff like
that's
that.
part of it. I feel like patience is part of it.
Emotionally,
Emotional patience, we have less emotion. We think it's just how they think we just supposed to get affection.
Yeah.
Like we supposed to understand how much affection they need, and we just should get it.
Yeah.
That's how we are when it comes.
But
to
like Chris
emotions.
Mama said in the comments before I started charging my phone, the relationship need balance. You know what I'm saying? It's all about balance. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, women, I feel like women, that's why women stay in relationships longer. Because they feel like they can heal us.
Emotional intelligence.
They want to heal us.
They
Want us to be better. You know? Men, we be like, oh, come on, bro, I ain't got time for that. I'm over here thinking about this, boom, boom. But we gotta take our time and try to heal.
I mean, but even in that, and like Deion said, after this, we won't end it. But my thing is about solution. So if it's an issue, no matter how many times it come up, it's different scenarios, but it keep coming up. How we work past this? I don't want to talk about it just for the sake of talking about it. You got to have your chest and it's going to continue. This is solution based. What's the problem?
You the leader.
You know, and that's what I'm saying.
So you
but hold on. No matter what I'm saying and how good it is, I'm saying, and it's proven time and time again that it works. If you're not willing to walk with me, no matter what I say or whatever program I'm running, if you ain't willing to come beside me for whatever, if you ain't willing to walk this journey with me, always gonna be an issue.
Then you don't need to be with,
that person
that don't want to be with the process to y'all progress.
You got a point.
But
hold on, but men and women stay in relationships like that. That's a whole other, you know what I'm saying?
That ain't our problem. I'm not standing
about people got
that's toxic.
Now you're not standing it, but you were just saying.
You said what?
You were just saying something that was kind of, not too much though, but I get you. I get where you're going. But it's also about everybody got to hold themselves accountable for what they allow, what they stay in, or what they do. Everybody gotta hold themselves accountable for all actions. You gotta hold yourself accountable for what role you play in any and every situation.
Facts. That's the end of that shit. Be accountable.
Facts.
And they go both ways.
Accountability
goes both ways.
It's great.
Both ways.
Yanni, I'm definitely kicking your ass when I see you. But on that note,
there's you too. Not can hear that.
On that note, we can go on. Chris, you can go on, shout yourself out.
Shout out, man. I'm doing
a pickle on her face for a nose. Keep on. Dang, keep on. I'm light your ass up. I'm gonna light your ass up, baby.
She been over for his ass.
She been feeling real funny this episode.
Hey man, shout it out, man. My personal page, Christian Nails on Facebook, The Thrive Collective with a K, THYRVEKOLLECTIVE. I do sea moss, natural juices as of right now. Looking to add a sugarcane press to that sometime in the not too distant future. Life insurance also. Tap in with me.
Yeah.
Say that, I don't like the way you said that. Say that with a woman who does it, life insurance, and support it. I'm down with it.
Life insurance, teaching people how to build and protect wealth.
Not just people. Talk about how it's not effective in our community. It's not relevant in our community.
That shit been last.
You ain't gotta have you ain't gotta do no whole deal.
Don't get
but like, just a quick sentence or two about how we don't take it
You got a
serious.
point. You got a point.
Chris, you should change your Instagram picture. You like a mother.
Oh yeah, Chris. I want to tell you that custom. I'm gonna tell you what
I'm gonna change it. Life insurance, teaching people how to build and protect, you know what I'm saying, and establish wealth. Something for that, you know what I'm saying, especially with people with kids or just people in general, a lot of siblings, whatever. It's not something like
that's up too.
Like to, huh?
I said, why that's up too, Chris?
Don't give them too much. Don't give them too much.
Nah.
Hey, life insurance.
Give them enough
preparation.
Give them enough they want to have.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the other
for
what is it? There.
You know what I'm saying?
Drake had it. Oh, that's right there.
Cool. It's not something that's overly talked about. Whenever somebody hears about life insurance, they automatically think they're false. You know what I'm saying? Plans that you can use today and fund, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that's, you know what I'm saying, your dream project or whatever.
Yeah, niggas take money out there.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
you
a
can truly
401k.
become, you know what I'm saying, your own bank. 401k rollovers, for example, you know what I'm saying? But like they say, just drip on them a little bit, not the whole bucket. For you brothers, you know what I'm saying? To take the flow. I'm on a picture right now, like that.
Build Tolerance Fitness. We going on tour in November.
Bro, we going on tour. But nah, man, shout out my business, my brand. Shout out to the gang for rocking with me. Everybody got shirts. We gotta get you a shirt. But definitely gotta get you a shirt. But yeah, shout out my business. I'm actually about to start this. I'm working on something as far as like smoothies. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to step on no toes, but I'm gonna holler at my boy. We gonna get some shit. But yeah, I'm thinking about. I'm thinking. I got some stuff in the works. But yeah, as always, you know what I'm saying. If you need any nutritional advice, fitness advice, personal training, meal plans, you know, whatever you need in terms of health and wellness, man, hit me up. Hit me on here at, you know, my Facebook page, Deontay Bankster, Deonte. I done seen a couple people spell my name wrong in the comments. You can't spell it wrong because it's on my page. And then on Instagram, underscore Tay29, TAE29. Y'all can hit me up with questions or whatever y'all need to know. I'm gonna pass it off to Dre. And we just talk about that shit we
I think the only thing I want to talk about is Crumbs to Caviar.
Actual episode up.
Yep, 2 episodes out right now. The first one is my boy Armando, neighborhood accountant. You know what I'm saying? He'll teach you how to maximize those taxes. And then the second episode we dropping is with my OG for real. Teach y'all how to, you know, become first-time home buyers and learn about the grants you can get, programs you can enter. You know what I'm saying? Well, Ida, NACA, all these people. So yeah, definitely check out those episodes. Crumbs to Caviar. Check that out on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify Podcasts. All that. We on there. Check out those episodes. Subscribe.
Subscribe
My
time.
mom.
My mom has a home-based bid.
His money mom had his money mom.
My mom has a home-based baking business. She makes like popcorn, banana pudding popcorn, cookies and creams popcorn. She makes cookies, cakes, all types of cakes, baking cakes. Like, y'all definitely enjoy it. Like, her name on Facebook, Nia Wilson, and the name of her business is Panda Cakes. So if y'all want a cake, cookies, any pastries, y'all get her.
Fuck that. I'm not letting you not shout yourself out. My boy is starting to take pictures. He being real shy right now. He's starting to take pictures. So if y'all need somebody to take pictures, hit my man Jamon Wilson up to get, you feel me? J Styles Photography. Hit him up to get them pictures, man. He right now he building his portfolio. So man, get in tune with him. You know what I'm saying? And then last but not least, Class A Dickheads. We are, you know what I'm saying? Shout out bro, Dion Brandy on Facebook, Christian Niels on Facebook, Andre Cooper on Facebook. You know, me, Deontay Bankster on Facebook. We are doing a book bag giveaway August 28th. You feel me? For free. I'm going to hit y'all with more details later, but Class A Dickheads is doing a giveaway and giving back to the kids and the community. Just to, you know, show appreciation that we rock with y'all and we give back to, you know, the people that come from the same places we come from. So, with that being said, also, before I forget, man, follow us on Clubhouse. What's the Clubhouse? I was sending out the link during the podcast. I can't even remember what's the name of the Clubhouse.
Shit. Nah, shit. Shit. Put me on. You put me on blast. Okay, here we go.
It's just right now. It's just Class A D heads on Clubhouse. Make sure y'all follow us on YouTube as well at Class A D Heads Podcast. We got TikTok. We're gonna be doing.
We're gonna definitely get more active on our TikToks, our Instagram, our Facebook page, and our Clubhouse page ain't gonna be nothing but basically our more podcast material and content. But we're gonna have a lot of content on TikTok, a lot of funny stuff, a lot of bloopers and everything. Check us out. Put it in the chat. We're gonna make a post on the page. Alright,
man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.